hold on, yeah. Let me make a poll. Did you tell me something that you learned this week? And like the video. Yes, sir. Yes, sirree. I will. Mommy, I'm scared. Sometimes when I make a poll, the live shuts off, so let's hope that that doesn't happen. It looks like we're good, though. Oh, God, my back. Oh, I'm getting old, man. I'm getting old, man. You learn how to snatch better. What did you learn that made your snatch better? That's what I want to know. Just down to Truly right now. Thanks, bro. It's the old people fade. It's like a week old, actually. I'm interested in hearing what you learned about the snatch. I want to see how you conceptualize it. You know, if I was there, I would teach you, bro. Not to toot my own horn, but I happen to be a really good teacher. Especially when it comes to the Olympic lifts. It's kind of my thing. When you get the bar at your waist on an upward movement, act like you're lifting your shirt up. Okay. Okay. That's not bad. That's not bad for you right now at the stage that you're in. I'll give that a B plus as a Q. I'm gonna tell you something that might not make sense now, but as you continue doing a lift, it'll make more sense later. Let me see if I got something that I can demonstrate with. I don't. Can you see me right now, or are you just listening to me? If you can't see me, let me know. I'll explain it with words, but if you can see me, then I might give you a conceptual demo. Tengo derecho a ser feliz. Oh, you can see me. Okay. So, hold on a second. Let me grab something so that this will make sense. Now I have to prop my camera up so that I can do two things at once. So, this is the actual barbell, right? When you lift this bar, eventually this bar is going to be as much as you weigh or more, right? So as you lift this bar, when you pull this bar, it is actually going to pull your body down because both of you guys are in space. When I say you guys, I mean your body and the bar, right? So if it's light, I pull this bar up and I can just pull it up with my shoulders, right? Actually, I'm going to use myself as the model. So I can just pull this up and I can keep pulling it up all the way through. But as this bar gets heavier, when it's the same weight as me, you know that moment where you pull and your feet leave the ground, either they go out or they go up and out. You come off of the ground, and so since this thing weighs as much as you, when I pull it, instead of this going up, it's actually gonna pull me under because that's how physics works, right? Equal and opposite reaction, right? So I pull on the bar, it pulls me under. So you might be thinking when you see really good lifters lift, you're like, how the fuck are they just transporting under the bar like that? Like, and so there's a conceptual difference when you're just starting out and the bar's way lighter than you because you can't really do that versus when it gets heavy, like I said, you pull and it yanks you under. So if you could imagine like, I don't know, some super heavy piece of furniture or something like that, if you just pull and take your feet off the ground, you will fly downwards because that object isn't moving. So eventually, like when you're one of those expert lifters, like when I snatch, let me see, the heaviest snatch I've ever done was like more than 100 pounds more than me. So like I said, once I get the bar like where my waist is, and then I pull and my feet leave the ground, it literally just makes you go, what? It just yanks you right up under there. So right now, I don't know exactly how much you snatch, but I'm 99% sure it's probably less than your body weight. So until it gets closer to your body weight, you're not gonna have that forceful pull under, right? So it's just you pulling the bar higher, which is okay right now. But as you get better, you will start trying to pull the bar higher and it'll just yank you under there. So, but conceptually, like I said, thinking about pulling up your shirt, that's okay. As long as you keep the bar close. One thing they forget to tell beginners is like turn your elbows out. So don't have your arms like this, because when you pull, then your arm's gonna be away from your body. Turn your elbows out so that when you pull, it slides right up your shirt and your final position looks something like this. So when you turn it over, it stays close to you. Because if you bump it out, then you either have to chase it or you have to pull it back into yourself. Both of which are less than desirable. So, well, I'm happy to hear that you're snatching, man. We love to see it. We love to see it. If you ever want more info about that, just message me, bro. I'm more than happy to talk your ear off about snatching and clean and jerking. I'll send you 1,000 example videos. Sometimes random people message me and they're like, hey, could you help me with this? And I'm like, stay right there. And I send them 20 videos. And I'm like, you see this? You see this? You see this? And they're probably like, fuck, I shouldn't have asked this dude for help. But if you ask me for help and you want it, I'm going all in. I'm going all in. I can give you my number for WhatsApp. I could give you a link to my coaching, bro, but I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I don't know if you're looking for online coaching, but if I know someone, I give them a way cheaper price than random people that stumble across my coaching. So I would advise you to not sign up on my website and talk to me directly. Here's what I'll do. Let me think. How can I do this without giving a bunch of random people my phone number? You know what you should do? You should give me your WhatsApp number and I'll type it right now. You could break it up into like threes or something like that. So you can give me 3, delete it, give me 3, delete it, something like that, just so everybody doesn't have it. And then I will type it all into my laptop right now. Curtis Knight, what's up? Actually, I need to make you a moderator, or else it probably won't let you type numbers. Tengo derecho a ser feliz. Tengo derecho a ser feliz. Tururu. Dun, 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 dun. I have my laptop ready. Whenever you're ready to be ready. Giselle, what's up? Giselle is number 3 right now. I don't even know what this top fan shit is. This shit popped up like last time, and I don't know what it is. How am I? I'm great. I'm just tired. I just work all the time. And I got this boxing camp too, so I'm not gonna slow down anytime soon. Tengo derecho a ser feliz. Tengo derecho a ser feliz. What am I doing? I'm on YouTube Live. What do you mean? Wow, you just went to number 1 with those 3 comments. How's that possible? Charlie, my boy. What's up, bro? I've been chilling, man. I've been a little busy, man. Been a little busy. I'm trying to find a way to continue working, continue running my boxing camp, and make content. But I don't know if anyone has noticed, but I haven't made a YouTube video on either one of my channels in like a month or more. Maybe more than that. I think I made a video on my boxing channel like a month ago. And I don't know if I made one on this channel in like 2 months, bro. I keep thinking like, oh, this week I should make a video about X, Y, and Z. And then when the time comes, I'm just like, nah, I need to get something else done and I need to go to sleep. So I think the easiest thing for me to do right now would be to have a conversation with someone. But that requires me to find someone to have a conversation with. A topic, blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I mean? Yeah, I'm saying? You're down? Hell yeah, bro. Let's do it. We've only made 1 video together, right? Would this be a follow-up? Or no, we've only made 1. We haven't made 2 videos together. Yeah, this would be a follow-up from like 2 years ago, bro. Maybe 3. What am I discussing tonight? The usual. Anything and everything. When I say fight camp, am I in camp or am I training someone? Without giving a long speech, we've been running Fort Hood fight nights. So this base, we've been running a fight night where we have about 8 different fights. So I'm running that event. I'm training the boxers for that. Not for me. If it was for me, I wouldn't see me, bro. I'll be ducked off training 2 times a day, not ever getting on social media. But that's in my plans. I'm planning to run a marathon in 2026 and take a fight. I'm definitely going to do the marathon in Texas, but I'm probably going to do the fight in Colombia. So you'll know when it happens. I'll just announce fight date, and then you probably won't hear from me for a while. Oh, Instagram just paid me. Let's see how much they paid me. Probably 50 cents. Attach your self-accounted document in relation to Instagram activity. Let's check this statement. 3 cents. I don't post on Instagram. How many miles can you run right now? At what pace? Because if we're just talking about running, I can run for however long I want to, bro. But I mean, it's gonna be slow. That's crazy inspirational that you're gonna run a marathon. All right, let's wait till I actually do it, cause it's easy to say I'm gonna do it. I might start training and be like, fuck this. I watched that video of you. I think you're in your car talking about how stressful it was to start doing legs again. Yeah, this shit is trash, bro. I've been an athlete my entire life, and I mean, I've suffered some injuries, but they're usually stuff that you can come back from in a couple months. So this has definitely been a challenge. Assalamu alaikum. Walaikum assalam. 9-minute pace. Right now, if I had to sustain a 9-minute pace, I'm definitely not going longer than 3 miles, bro. Maybe even 2. 9 would be pushing it for me right now. I just started running again, bro. And my legs don't feel like they're my legs. Tapping in, what's up, bro? I was just telling them that I haven't been able to find the time to make a video on either one of my channels, bro. So, you know all about that. I have not posted that boxing video, and I need to. Believe it or not, I've never been able to watch the viral video. Bro, I got a couple people that have never watched it. They know everything that happened, and they're just like, I'm not watching that shit. And I'm like, I respect it. It's gruesome, man. It's gruesome. It's tough. I think it's easier to watch that shit if you don't know the person. Every once in a while, I watch it myself, and I'm like, damn, bro, I can't believe that happened to me, bro. That's crazy. Bro just said you. You'll get to it when you can. I mean, yeah. It's just hard to make. Like, the thing is, I know I have to sit down for at least an hour to make that shit, bro. And every time I think about doing it, I'm just like, I have somewhere to be, bro. And I don't want to, like, sit down for an hour and make it and immediately have to leave. You know what I mean? So then I end up saying, maybe when I get back home tonight. Then it's nighttime, and I'm like, there's no lighting, bro. It's going to look stupid. I just keep making up excuses to not do it, bro. But I really do. I need to just sit down and do it. Or else, like, months are going to go by, and then that's going to be my excuse. Oh, well, I already let 4 months pass, so what's the point of even doing this? So I literally just need to sit down and do it. I convinced myself to do this live tonight. Hopefully tomorrow I can convince myself to make that boxing video. I think I will. No promises, but we got a 90% chance. Because I think I'm taking a day off from the gym tomorrow, which would allow me some free time. Giselle says, I can't. I'm guessing you're referring to watching that video. It's a tough video, you know, but it's life. Stuff happens. I'm okay now. Mainly okay. I'm not injured now. I'm not quite my old self, but I'm not injured, so. Tengo derecho a ser feliz. Tengo derecho a ser feliz. Damn, my computer froze. What y'all got going on tonight, man? What's happening? What y'all up to? Y'all like these glasses? Do they make me look more educated? Do I look less violent? Why does so many people vote Mommy I'm Scared on the poll? You guys. Let's see what backgrounds I have for the green screen. Yeah, this is perfect. Dios mío. You got some steaks on the grill? How many steaks? How do you cook your steaks? And what seasoning do you use? Film study? Who you studying tonight, my boy? Castro said, Hepa. What's up, bro? That green screen makes it look like you're gonna drop conspiracy theory shorts. Hey, I might get into that. How should I start it off? Have you heard of the lost city of Atlantis? Let me tell you that it's not actually lost. You had a chance to go to Barranquilla? Did you? Are you saying like you had the opportunity, as in you could have went but you didn't, or are you saying you had the opportunity, as in you were blessed with the opportunity and you did go? Oh, you did. Oh, wasn't really expecting it, but it motivated me like crazy and pointed out how much I'm lacking in Spanish. We're pretty sure we made the commitment to visit yearly now. Hey, bro, don't go so hard on yourself because like people from those areas, the motherfuckers talk fast, bro. Sometimes I like see videos of them and I gotta play that shit back like 3 times, bro. Your Spanish might still be lacking, but I'm just saying, don't base it off of them. You went for a week and fell in love with the country. Damn, you got me wanting to pop out the Barranquilla now, bro. I might have to pull up. 2 little NY strips. I like a little pink. Hey, we all like a little pink. Uh, but not too much. I just use salt, butter, and garlic. That's some real white man steak right there. That's good though. I'm not gonna lie, like I like heavily seasoned steak or barely seasoned steak. My white friends barely season it, but that should be good still, bro. If it's cooked right, that shit's still very good. Now, why are you watching Boots Ennis versus Egypt, bro? That shit was so one sided. What are those eyes for? Giselle. What is what? Meek, you did not give me your phone number, bro. How you just gonna skip over that, bro? What is that? A chicken? It's a chick. It's just a chick, not a chicken. The chicken saying, Dio mio. Why? I don't know, but that shit's funny. You added me on Facebook? Hold on, let me click it real fast. I've accepted you. You liked how Boots stepped on the gas to get the KO? Man, I'm not gonna lie, bro. VJ was some ass in that fight. And I like him, bro, but he's just one of those dudes that I think he might just be uncoachable. He just likes to fight too much. And so he gets into situations where he just starts swinging, bro. Even when because he got knocked out in the fight after the Boots fight. And like he really probably shouldn't have lost to that dude, but he just started swinging with his hands down and got knocked out. And I'm like, what are you doing, bro? I'm not gonna say I'm cool with him, but we follow each other on Instagram. I've messaged him a handful of times, and sometimes I want to message him and just be like, I don't know what the fuck you and your trainer are doing, but y'all need to do something else, bro. Like, even when he's hitting pads, hitting the bag, it's literally how he fights. And I'm like, bro, how about maybe put your hands up? I don't know. Who am I? You know what I mean? But I messaged him the other day and asked him when he was fighting again. He said he's fighting in Houston sometime soon, actually. So I would like to pop out to that. Huh. Trying to find a good green screen. This is what Vegeta would look like if he didn't have hair. This is how I feel when people say, hey, you. And I'm like, who, me? Let's see what else I got up in here. Nah. These are too big for the screen. I gotta find something. I gotta find something else. Hold on, y'all. I just got random shit on the screen. Just ignore me, bro. I'm just putting anything up on here. It makes it more entertaining. I kind of look like Jerry Mouse in a weird way. But yeah, V is some ass, bro. He be pissing me off. I just don't like when people are ass and they have the potential to not be ass. If you just ass, that's fine, bro. Like, just be ass. But if you could be mediocre or better and you just ass, I'm like, why you ass like that, bro? Like, why are you going out there? Like, why are you training all the time to just be some booty butt cheeks out there, bro? Especially when I'm rooting for you, bro. I'm telling people like, yeah, he gonna show up, and then you show up as some booty butt ass. Crazy. Crazy. Jerome Ryan, what's up? What's up? Lighting on. Oh wow, that made me light skin. Don't want that. Bro, worst feeling in the world is knowing that it's Sunday night and I'm gonna be at work in 10, 11, 12, 2, 3, 4. In 8 hours from now, I'm gonna be at work, bro. That's nuts, dog. That's not a good feeling. Yeah, Charlie, text me, bro. Let's do another video, man. We could talk about Barranquilla. What's up with the background? I don't know, bro. I just put a random joint up on there. I'm gonna put something else random on there. Hold on. Nah, in order. Nah, I don't like that one. Hold on. Let me find something else. Ah, this shit's not. It's not centered on the screen, bro. They pissing me off. I'm just putting random stuff as the background. What weight do I anticipate fighting at? If I fought again, I'll probably do it at. I'm walking around at like 220 right now. I'll probably do it at. I don't know. It depends, bro. Because if I got into camp mode, I'll probably be closer to 201 in the first place. So I might just go 178. But I wouldn't mind fighting at 201. I wouldn't trip. What's up, bro? How much grammar practice should I do to become fluent? How do I say this? That's not a great question. Because like what I don't know what grammar practice is to you, and I don't know what becoming fluent is to you. But even if I did, I would say that it's not necessarily practicing grammar, it's how much you practice, you know? That's anything though. Like it's not necessarily just having conversations, it's how many conversations you have. Everything is like a math equation, bro. It's all work put in, results out, you know? So the more conversations you have, the more things you learn, the better conversations you have, and the more things you learn. But if you don't know how to speak in the past tense, in the future tense right now, I would say that's where you need to start. Did I just say 178? Hell yeah. You got to think though, professional boxing is 24-hour weigh-ins, bro. If you anything under 200, 178 is not that hard to make. I could suffer for a weigh-in just to fuck somebody up. But like I said, I'll be cool at 201, even if a motherfucker. Everybody at 201 is gonna be a lot taller than me. That's the only thing that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? I'm kind of short, bro. I ain't really trying to fight 6'5" motherfuckers. You feel me? You feel me? Brandon said, "Hey." My wrist make him say, "Hey." My chain make him say, "Hey." Can you IV rehydrate? You're not supposed to, but who's watching? You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't do that. But who's watching? You know what I'm saying? They're watching Devin Haney. They're not watching me. But yeah, Jerome. What I always tell people in either language, because sometimes I teach people that speak Spanish. I teach them English. Sometimes I help people that speak English speak Spanish. I always say if you don't know how to describe everything in your room, if you don't know how to describe your daily routine, that's where you need to start. If you don't know how to say the things that you did today or yesterday, you need to do that. If you don't know how to say what you're going to do tomorrow, that's what you need to work on. People start trying to learn vocabulary for rocket ship and the planet Mars and all these animals that you're never going to see in real life. Motherfuckers on Duolingo saying the blue elephant did a backflip off a tree. I'm like, when the fuck are you saying that in a conversation, bro? How about you learn how to say, I went down the stairs? How about you learn how to say, I just got done eating? If you don't know how to say, I just got done eating, you don't know shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's where you start at. You start at the things that you actually say every day. And then you move up from there. If there were like 3 rings, with this ring, this first ring. Actually, let me find a picture of some rings. Hold on. All right, I'm back. Let me see. Let me see if this works out. All right, I'm back. Let me see. Let me see if this works out. The fuck is the picture at, bro? Hold on. All right. This ring right here, this middle ring, this would be things that you actually say. Things that you say every single day. Hi, bye, how are you? I'm hungry. I'm going to sleep at this time. I just woke up. All that kind of shit that you say on a daily basis. Small talk. I'm this many years old. Your mom's a hoe. And then here, this is less common stuff, but stuff that's still related to your life. Your job. What the fuck am I choking on? Things that you like to do. Family stuff. Just daily conversations that you wouldn't have with everybody, but maybe friends and shit. This white space all out here, this is where you're talking about rocket ships. And you're talking about gossip and things that are not gonna pop up every day. You know what I'm saying? So that's what you need to do. When you're starting off, you start up in here. The sound's going in and out. I don't know if that's me or if that's your phone. If everybody else says it, then I have to say that it's me. Giselle's lost, but she's always lost, so that don't count. Giselle, why are you lost? Jerome, just tell me what you didn't hear. I'll repeat it. I don't have a problem repeating myself. Oh wow, Instagram paid me twice. Let's see how much they paid me on the other one. Oh, I got 8 cents on this one. 8 cents plus 3 cents. I got 11 cents in total this week. I'm kind of rich. I'm kind of an influencer, if you guys didn't know. 11 cents. Go buy me a stick of gum. What are talking about? So we're talking about learning English. Sorry, he's talking about learning Spanish. We're talking about learning languages. I'm telling him things that people talk about on a daily basis versus things that people never talk about. Let me hold $1, bro. Did you just hear? I got 11 cents. I ain't got $1 to fucking give you, bro. I'll give you 5 cents. All right, Jerome. So you didn't hear none of that ring shit. All right, let me do it again. Interrupt me if the sound cuts out. So like I said, these rings, we're gonna call these rings of importance. We'll say everything up in the gold is shit that's important. Gray, less important. All of this white space, not important at all. So like I said, when you start learning a language, actually in either language, bro, my vocabulary, this stuff is stuff that you talk about every single day, bro. Your daily routine, hi, bye, my name is, I'm this many years old, family, whatever. That's the stuff that's up in here. This is the stuff. If you meet somebody and they start talking to you, they're gonna ask you, how old are you? What do you do for work? What is this, blah, blah, blah. That's the stuff up in here. If you can't tell somebody what you did today or what you normally do in a day, work on it. Work on your immediate surroundings. If you don't know how to say bed, if you don't know how to say pillow, you don't know how to say bottle of water, you slacking, dog. That's all this stuff up in here. This stuff is stuff that you might not talk about every day and not with everyone, but stuff that you might still talk about. For me, you see this? Weightlifting. Levantamiento de pesos. This is not stuff that I talk about with everybody, but it's stuff that I like. I coach weightlifting. I do weightlifting. I probably should know how to talk about it just in case I run across a weightlifter and I'm like, damn, how do I not like to talk about the thing that I enjoy the most? That's this stuff. Hobbies, maybe if you got a girl, you got a shorty, you want to talk to your shorty about stuff that grown men and shorties talk about. That stuff will be right here. Not necessarily immediately important, but it could enrich your conversation and make your life better. This shit, the white, this is extracurricular stuff that's not important at all, but maybe it makes you sound more intelligent. For example, maybe you read books that have nothing to do with your daily life. You just say, oh yeah, I know some stuff about psychology. I know some stuff about elephants. Who the fuck's talking about elephants, bro? Nobody. But maybe you just want to talk about it for no reason. That's this shit. Nobody cares about elephants, dog. Duolingo's telling you how to say the elephant did the splits and ate pancakes. Nobody's saying that shit in the conversation. But if you want to know it, just make sure you got this and this down pat. And you do this later. I know way too many people that can't put sentences together, can't say what they did today, but they can say, like, I don't know, fucking the downfall of this country is capitalism. I'm like, why do you know how to say that, bro? You haven't seen that theory before? That's because I just made it up. It's just a little something to visualize the concept that I was talking about. Axa, are you supposed to be doing homework right now, or did you finish? Yeah, I don't think Duolingo is a waste necessarily, but I think it actually benefits intermediates more than it benefits beginners. Because if you already have like a decent base, Duolingo can actually give you a lot of vocabulary and maybe introduce you to some sentence structures that you're not used to using. But outside of that, yeah, Duolingo is kind of random and trash. But Duolingo actually, like on their site, they actually say that using Duolingo will not make you fluent. They actually say it'll get you to about, I think they say it'll get you to a B1 level, which is like decent conversation, but they're pretty honest. I was about to say I know. I don't know why I was about to say that. Bum, 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 bum. There's something similar. It's called ZDP or ZPD in English. I think it's similar because it has circles. I don't know that it's similar in the sense of what I was talking about. I can see how it's similar, I suppose. I don't think it's that similar. Kinda. Finally got a passport. Whenever I end up actually traveling out of the country, I think my first stop's gonna be to see Will in Cali. Hey, hell yeah, bro, do it. Do it. Do it. You can do it. Scaffolding? What? Scaffolding must have a metaphorical meaning that I don't know. I only know real scaffolding. But I guess I could see how it could be a metaphorical thing because in real life is support. That's a weird word to use in an education sense, but I get it. I get it. First, I need to get a lead with my Olympic lifting. Bro, you're not going to impress him no matter how good you get, bro. He was the Pan American champion, dog. The Pan Am champ multiple times. That motherfucker is strong, bro. Yeah, Giselle, that concept's not what I'm talking about at all. Like I said, it's only similar because it has circles, but it's not similar in concept. Did our lesson in front of his walls of medals. Hey man, he was good, bro. Hey, honestly, he's the only person I allow in my life to correct me on multiple things. Cause I give him a free green light to always correct my Spanish and my lifting. And sometimes with the lifting, bro, I'm like, shut the fuck up, bro. Like every time I post a lift, he's like, you could be doing this part better. I'm like, all right, dog, you abusing your power, bro. I don't want to hear this shit every single time I post a lift, bro. Especially now. I'm like, bro, you know I'm coming back from something, bro. Like, don't do that. Don't do that. But it's all good, though. That's my boy. I gave him the green light. I gave him the pass to do it. I gave him the pass. He's a funny ass dude, honestly. Honestly. I watch his video, the clean and jerk, to hype me up sometimes. That shit's lit. Yeah, he was good, man. Honestly, it sucks because people from that era of lifting, they don't have very many videos. Like the videos that you've seen of him lifting are probably like the only videos he has from competition. Versus now, like people have videos from when they were like 6 all the way until adulthood. But cameras just weren't. I mean, technology was different back then, bro. I even be telling like, cause I work with a lot of like youth and like 18-year-olds and shit now. And they be like, you got any videos of your races? I'm like, bro, I have like 3 recorded races ever, bro. And that was like, my family's like decently wealthy. They bought a camera to record my shit, bro. But I'm like, most people from my era of sports don't have a lot of videos, bro. Like, we didn't have cell phones where you could just record every single thing you did. Like you had to actually plan to record it. So you had to think you were good enough to record that shit. You know what I'm saying? Half the time I was like, I'm not about to record this shit. I'm about to get washed, bro. Like, so I pretty much recorded races where like I thought I was supposed to win. In half of those races I did not win. So but that's just the Texas life for you, dog. That's that Texas life. Yeah, it's really hard to win a race in Texas. You almost never do. Then I got older, told people what I ran, and they'll be like, "So you won state?" And I'd be like, "No, I didn't even make it to regionals, bro. I'm like, what are you talking about?" They'd be like, "Oh, that time would have won state in my state." And I'm like, "Fuck you and your state, dog. You just pissed me off." Motherfuckers winning state with 10 sixes and shit. I'm like, bro, what kind of slow ass state are you from? Where them 2 miles at? Bro, I had to go to the boxing gym and take my boys to spar. So I ended up boxing instead of running today. But don't worry. Don't you worry, bro. I'm gonna run 2 for you tomorrow. I don't need to download Strava right now. Hold on, let me go to the App Store, download Strava right now. This guy's talking crazy. Did you even run today, bro? I'm gonna smoke your ass. We gonna race, bro. Hey, I just told my best friend before I got on this live, bro. I was like, marathon 2026. Let's do it. Marathon, bro. So just know, bro, from like whenever I pick a date for the marathon, bro, I'm locking in. I'm about to be RoboCop. I'm about to get lean, and I'm about to have metal legs. I did say I have no desire to run a marathon. I don't know when I said that, but I guarantee you it was before I broke my legs. That shit made me change my whole life. After that, I was like, yo, I need to cherish my knees and my legs. He said, okay, go. Fuck you. I didn't have a desire to run a marathon before this shit. Oh, 3 months ago? I probably did say that too. And I really don't have a desire to run the marathon itself. I have a desire to use my legs, if that makes sense. So, and it's also because like Kendall was bitching today about how we getting old, and he like, yeah, I've been running again, but like we just old. I'm like, fuck you, bro, you old. I'm like, bro, I could run a marathon today. And I was like, all right, not today, but like let's pick a day and then like train for it though. So she said, why did you randomly say I'm here? Have you seen the insane times these Texas high school kids are running? Bro, I am the Texas high school kid. I witnessed those people smoke me in real life, bro. There's nothing that can surprise me ever. What marathon? I know why. What does that even mean? Giselle be jumping in the chat saying the most random shit of all time and expecting us to understand it. Castro, you getting smoked. You getting smoked. You gonna be training for a triathlon? I'm training for a marathon. So you touch the road with me, you getting smoked. I'm leaving you in the dust. Leaving you in the dust, my boy. You gonna be like, wait for me, Jalen. I'm gonna be like, peace. I'm out. You just gonna see me running off into the horizon. I be like, that boy fast as hell, boy. That motherfucker leg moving. Look at me, boy. Smoke Giselle. Giselle don't even run. She don't even work out. That's an easy smoke. That's an easy hot pack. You work out? My bad. Sorry, she works out. She don't run like that though. I'm gonna need WD-40. That's all right. That's all right. I'm gonna use it too. New iPack in the air. This shit gas or what? He'd still be alive right now if you ain't gas him up. Let me see what marathon I want to run. Let me see what marathons we got. Marathons, Austin. I prefer walking. Yeah, that's not gonna cut it. Upcoming races in Austin. All right, let's see. Let's see if we can get Axa to run the marathon too. Join the runners club. Fuck I look like, bro. Don't ever disrespect me. I ain't joining no fucking running club. You got me fucked up. I'm backing out of this website. Nah. All right, February 16th. That's not too bad. It's not too bad. That'll give me, what we in? August, September, October, November, December, January. 6 months? I ain't gonna lie, that's kind of close, my boy. That's kind of close, my boy. BPN go one more. Yeah, I need some of them Nick Bear supplements, boy. Nah, for real, I'm gonna have to lose probably about 20. I mean, I'll probably lose it from the running, but I'm gonna have to lose about 20 to make it through a marathon. This weight and these knees, I ain't trying to run no marathon at 220, my boy. Not trying to do it. All right, let's see. San Antonio. Oh, Temple, Texas, December. Ah, hell no, that's too close. Nah. Nah. Can't do it. What? I thought there was I swear there was a marathon at Austin. Oh, that was 2025. I need 2026. What's the right weight? There is no right weight. Whatever weight feels good. Let's see. Georgetown, December 13th. Nah, that's too close, man. I need it to be early 2026. I need a good 6 month lead up so I could really lock in, but also take my time. Oh, February 15th. It is. February 15th. Let's do a 5 or a 10. Nah, you got me fucked up, boy. You got me fucked up, my boy. I don't have step. I'm a real stepper. Big shoes, boy. Big feet, man. I really be stepping. If I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do the full marathon. That's what my boy said too. He said, "Let's do a half." I'm like, fuck out of here, bro. I'm not about to run no. I'm not about to run 13 miles, be hurting like that, and then I can't even say I ran the full thing. Hell nah, bro. If we gonna do it, I'm running the full thing, bro. I definitely. I mean, a 5K is easy. I can run a 5K today. 10K, it'd be rough, but I could do it slow. Half marathon, I'd be like, oh hell no. They said this marathon in Austin is a very hilly course. Oh no. Don't want that. I need somewhere difficulty 3.7. Nah, you got me fucked up. Hold on, I need to go back to something else.
Nah, I ain't trying to get. Nah, I'm trying to jump in. I ain't trying to get my knees wet. I'm trying to die. I'm about to dive in. What Trey Songz said. That's what he said, right? Oh, I'm about to dive in. This shit got 0 ratings, so I'm not doing this course. That shit is a trail run too. That's how you fuck around, twist your ankle. Statesman. I'm gonna just have to do the Austin one, but that shit say 4.7 difficulty. That's tough, bro. They talking about it's mad hills up in that hole. That's what's gonna hurt my knees going downhill, bro. I be having to turn sideways and shit like a old motherfucker. Hey, Felipe, what's up, bro? How's your English going? Oh, I'm about to die. Oh, you know what? Let me check San Antonio. That's why. How many miles? Bro, I'm not playing, bro. We doing the full thing. 26.2, my boy. I've never been a hoe in my entire life, bro. My mama just didn't raise me like that. They don't got nothing past 2025 in San Antonio, though. You need to practice. You're in the right spot, bro. Have you been listening and watching stuff? You got some slang for me today, bro? I can help you with all that slang. All of that, all of that, all of that. Ah, come on, bro. San Antonio don't got nothing past 2025. I'm trying to find a place that's not hilly, bro. I'm not trying to run no hills for 26 miles. That's brazy. That is very brazy. Iron Man, I'm definitely not running 7 miles, 70 miles. You got me fucked up, homie. Not happening. Let's see. All right, all right, all right. Irving, Texas. Got no ratings. I can't do nothing with no ratings because I don't know how hilly it is, bro. Irving Frost Marathon. That sounds like it's icy. Better go do the Fargo, North Dakota Marathon. First of all, I'm not going to North Dakota for nothing, dog. There's no good reason to go to North Dakota. Difficulty on the Irving Frost Marathon is 2.3. That's what I like right there. Paved road. Historical weather, 57 degrees. But it's rained the last 3 years. I'm not trying to get rained on while I'm running, B. The marathon was a 2-loop, mostly flat course. Uh-oh. This might be it, y'all. This might be it. You got me with mostly flat. I ain't trying to run no hills, B. Huh. Packet pickup was easy, in and out. Got your bib. Few hills, but nothing major. That might be the one, y'all. That might be the one. I'm not running no marathon in Cali. That's crazy. Cali's nothing but hills. I never even seen a flat street in Cali. First of all, I never seen a paved street. I never seen a well paved street in Cali. Never seen a flat street in Cali. And it's hot as fuck. 0 for 3. 0 for 3. Now let me look. Houston. Let's check out Houston. I ain't trying to get shot while I'm running. Axel's laughing because she know that shit is true. Yo, me and Axel, we used to be up in the Uber. The fucking Uber would be going straight up. We'll be like leaning back, and we just see some old lady with a book bag walking up the street, not even sweating. I'd be like, "What the? Yeah, they built different out there, bro." I sweat too easily. I could take one step and I start sweating. You want to be treated as a what? You want to be treated as a spa marathon? No, I want to run a marathon and not the fucking jungle. You know what I'm saying? Whoever this is getting blocked. Oh, I'm about to dive in. All right, let's look at Houston. Let's see what they rated the difficulty. Yeah, massage at the finish line would actually be very nice. Would love that. Nope. These Houston marathons got 4. Oh, hold on. January 31st, 2026. Difficulty 2.5. I'm liking this. Weather 68 or 74 degrees in the last 2 years. Okay. Cute medal and after race food. You get a jacket. The course is just down the Allen Parkway. Nothing special. Great course. Great swag. Needed more volunteers to monitor turnarounds. Oh, so you could cheat on that hoe too? They could be like, Jalen, how did you run a 1 hour, 59-minute marathon after your surgery? You broke the world record. I'd be like, you know what? Hard work and determination. You know what I mean? I definitely didn't cheat on none of the turnarounds. I ran it full all the way through. Be great for Instagram. Let's do it. Hey, I'm down, bro. I'm down. I'm just gonna have to map myself out a training program. I'm gonna have to look at the date and do exactly what I'm doing for you. Map myself out a training program. Felipe, we're talking about running a marathon in Texas. Castro also lives in Texas, close to me. So we're talking about running a marathon. Cali's okay to run? No, it's not. I ran in Cali before. That shit is trash. And I walked that fucking mountain multiple times. Tough. I don't care how many old people and kids be running up that shit. That shit is tough. You're beginning to run too? That's good, bro. I've been a runner my entire life, so. You complain too much? Bro, I'm not listening to nobody that doesn't run tell me I'm complaining. If you don't run, you can't tell me about running. That shit sounds good to you because you're not doing it. You walk. Walking is not the same thing as running. I walk every day, bro. That's like saying you lift weights because you walk up the stairs, bro. You go run 10 miles tomorrow in the Cali sun. Tell me what time you do it in. Tell me if you do it without stopping, and then we can talk. Castro, you trying to run a marathon in Cali? You know what, Castro? I'll do this for you, bro. If you find me a marathon in Cali, give me the details, and I'll look it up. I'll consider it. Oh, I'm definitely not doing one then. Oh, you talking about August of next year? Are you talking? I'm not running shit this August. I'm in, but 5K? No, that defeats the whole purpose. You know how many? Bro, I could run a 5K today. That's nothing. The whole point is pushing our limits and doing something that only a select few people in the world can say that they did. I told an American friend that I'm a runner now. Then he said to me, it's me and I'm a drug dealer. I mean, It's contextual. It's all about context. But yeah, a runner is someone that moves drugs, not necessarily a dealer, but somebody that takes the drugs somewhere else. But if you're not talking about drugs, I wouldn't hear runner and think drugs. Like if I hear runner, I think running. Now, if you say my boy asked me to be a runner for him, I'm gonna say, okay, we talking about drugs. Someone asked me to do the hills in Cali. Yeah, you could do that. You never walked that hill, bro? I used to do that shit like every Sunday, bro. Everyone that came to visit me, I made them do the hill with me. That shit rough, bro. You be walking down that shit, your legs just be shaking. That's probably why my shit exploded, to be honest. That was probably a contributing factor. No, not. Yeah, bro, you should do it. It's fun. I love walking that hill, bro. Hill. That shit is a mountain, dog. It's not the highest thing I've ever climbed, but it's tough. September 21st, International Media Marathon in, I'm guessing that's supposed to say Palmyra. First of all, are you talking about September 21st, 2025? Like in a month? Because that's not happening. I'm not running a marathon with no training. That's not happening. That's how you get fucked up for real. I'm going to take a 6-month preparation for the marathon that I run and gradually increase my mileage until I'm prepared to actually run it. How many kilometers do I run? Right now it just depends on the day, bro. Because I'm still I can't say I'm recovering from the surgery, but I'm still regaining the leg strength and stamina that I had before. But I don't know. Right now, if I go for a run, it's probably like 5 kilometers usually. But like I told somebody earlier, the distance you run kind of doesn't matter. It's more about the pace you run. Because you could run like 10 miles and be running so slow that you're almost walking. Now, if we say how many miles can you run at this pace, now we're talking something different. Treadmill's cool, but that's not going to help you outside. It's not going to feel the same. Because when you hit that hill and that humidity and you can't breathe out there, ooh, ooh. I can't feel my legs. Man, I said I was only going to stay on here for 1 hour, but I think I'm going to just stay on until 10 o'clock. That'll be 20 more minutes. Then I got to finish some stuff before I go to sleep. Assuming people keep talking until 10 o'clock. If people stop talking, then, Jay, I'm from the jungle. Bruh, that shit does not matter. Were you running in the jungle? How long has it been since you ran in the jungle? You know what? I'm from Texas. It's hotter here than it is there. But I left. So when I came back, it's not the same for me. If you're not actively doing stuff, you lose the acclimation to it. You don't just keep it for the rest of your life. I'm not from the city. I used to run barefoot. I'm not from the city either. I ran barefoot my whole childhood. What does that mean? That doesn't mean anything to me. I'm from the country. She don't know who she talking to, y'all. I'm the biggest country boy there is. You don't know real country. You know, fake country. If you ain't had to pull down no horses with your bare hands, if you ain't had to grab a bull by the horns, you can't talk to me about country. You're from the hillside. You probably had to snap a few chickens' necks. That's nothing. If you ain't had to pull the horse down with your bare hands, you don't know. This is the equivalent of I see red when I fight. It is. If you say, like, I used to run barefoot, I could run a marathon. Like, nah, doc, that shit does not matter. That shit gonna break you off. That is literally the equivalent of I see red when I fight. You gotta know your limitations, man. If you don't acknowledge your limitations, you can't plan to overcome those limitations. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know I'm from the country. I know I was a runner my entire childhood up until I was 22, but I haven't been running like that. So I can't just be like, well, I used to do that 10 years ago and just take off running. I'm going to fuck myself up. Or worse, I'm going to not make it through and fuck myself up. Oh, it's my client's birthday. I got to text him. I'm glad this app shows me my clients' birthdays. I wouldn't have even known that. I'm going to give him an extra hard workout tomorrow. Let's see. Copy. Paste. All right, did we get all this marathon running talking off our chest, or are we still talking about this? Y'all let me know. Let me know if you finished or not. So I can keep talking about it. Man, this app is tripping. Tripping on you. Let's see. No. Paste. I think I can take this background off. Bro, why you hate running? Running's cool. I feel like all other forms, like, don't get me wrong, I'm a huge cardio guy. And I love other forms of cardio. But every other form of cardio doesn't involve propulsion, right? So if I'm boxing, I can stand in the same spot for 1 second, 2 seconds, 3 seconds, and catch my breath. If I'm on a bike, technically I can pedal hard, and then there's a way that I can glide and just let the pedals kind of run for a second, catch my breath. With running, there isn't that, bro. You're always having to propel yourself forward. And if you don't, then you stop and you realize that you're a bitch. That's why running sucks. You never actually get to take a break. You can only slow down or speed up, but like as long as you're going, you're going. Everything else, you can find a way to rest within it. But running is one of those things. That's why road work was so important for fighters, because it was a mental battle. It wasn't so much that it was the best thing to develop your aerobic capacity. I'd rather smack 20 miles on an assault bike than run 1 mile. If that's the case, I bet you're not doing an assault bike as well as you could either. I could give you an assault bike workout tonight, bro, and you gonna do that shit. Are you gonna do the assault bike tomorrow? I'll send you something tonight, bro. This could be the first day of me giving you a workout. I will send you a workout. 18 minutes. That's all it is. 18 minutes in total. That's including the rest and the workout, bro. You'll get to the end of that hole if you hit the stuff that you're supposed to hit, because it's based on wattage, right? So just to give you an example, it's an interval, it's a pyramid. So you go 1 minute on, 1 minute off, 40 seconds on, 20 seconds off. It's like that, right? 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off. But in each of those sections, there's a wattage that you need to hit. So for the 1 minute, we'll say it's 200 to 350 watts. You need to maintain that throughout the whole minute. That one's not that bad. Once you start getting down to the 10 seconds on, 50 seconds off, the wattage that you need to produce is crazy, bro. And so if you actually hit that wattage throughout the whole workout, by the time you get to the end of that 18 minutes, bro, you're just going to be like, fuck this assault bike, bro. I have to check if the bikes in my gym have wattage. They have wattage, bro. You just never cared about it. I think I got tennis elbow from hitting back biceps and can't lift heavy at all now. Should I lift very light for a few weeks? Oh, I'm trying to think of where to start with the answer to this, because none of the answers are good, bro. Tennis elbow is like one of the worst things in the world. That shit takes a long time to go away. That means you're overdoing it. And lifting light helps in a sense, but you have to do exercises that get blood flow to that area without aggravating it. So like a lot of like banded curls and stuff, sometimes that helps. But essentially, you need to never like flex this and grab stuff. If you grab stuff to do pull-ups, any kind of pulls, if you squeeze, you're gonna aggravate that shit. So you have to start getting blood flow in there. I could send you some exercises, but I don't think I have you on any other social media. But if you manage to find me on other social media, I'll send you some stuff. But it actually takes a lot of like dedicated work and being intelligent about not doing certain shit. I just had a client. Oh, I can't say he's over it yet, but he's being able to do stuff again. But he had tennis elbow probably, when did we start this time around? In March. And it's just now getting to a point where he can actually like do stuff heavy. That affects that bicep. Of course he can squat and shit, but even squats, depending on like if you're low barn or high barn or where you're putting your hands, actually the squats will cause it more than anything else. You were increasing your bench and hope it will go away. Man, I would have to see your bench. Your bench really shouldn't be fucking with that unless you're benching really wide grip and doing something weird. So I would have to see your bench to comment on it, but yeah, shouldn't be taking you out of the game like that. Huh. Library. But yeah, I mean, generally, tendon stuff does not go away quickly at all. Same way it takes a long time to develop. You probably ignored a lot of signs leading up to it. It takes a long time to go away. Tendon adaptations happen way slower than muscle stuff, which is what I like tried to explain to people about mine. I'll just be like, yo, like, they'll be like, well, I hope you have a super speedy recovery. And I'll just be like, there's no way, because it's a tendon. It's not a muscle. So like with a muscle, there's sometimes things you can do to like increase your recovery time and stuff. But tendons are slow, bro. They're slow. YouTube is slacking. Didn't even let me know you were live. Can't stay for long. Just checking on my Brazilian brother. Yeah, bro, I be making these lives like 10 minutes before I start. So I don't think it does notifications. I think people that are just on YouTube see it. But I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you, man. How's life, bro? You ain't been in a live in a while. I know we text each other sometimes, but it still feels like you haven't been here in a long time. So I'm pretending like I haven't talked to you in months. Oh, I meant to send you something too. Now that I see your name, remind me. Unless you already know, did you see all of that shit that happened with Uribe and like and what's the I can't think of the is Felipe still up in here? Who's the president of who's the ex president of Brazil? Bolsonaro or something like that, whatever the fuck his name is. Both of them got sentences, dog. Both of them, bro. But technically, I don't know if it's like real jail. I think it's like some house arrest bullshit, and like I think they can appeal it and they'll probably get off. But I mean, the fact that anything's being done to them is kind of crazy. Got kids that the school refuses to put in my class even though they can't speak English. That's crazy. Oh, you got a notification? Oh, that's crazy. I thought no one got the notifications, to be honest. That means Mike's phone's just broke. Yeah, I'm gonna be on here for about 8 more minutes. I really do have to get off at 10 because I wake up so early for work, y'all. Too early. Too early. You don't know how to do it consistently? I take naps when I get home, so that helps. But bro, that's because you're used to waking up at one time. You know what I'm saying? If you started waking up at 5 every day like I do, that would just be your normal. You know what I mean? Damn. See, even when I say it like that, I'm like, that shit's 7 hours away. I need to get the fuck into bed, bro. No me quiero bañar, no me quiero bañar. Si cochina me voy a quedar. No me gusta el shampoo, no me gusta el jabón. Si cochina me siento mejor. When we get in a song, I don't know, man. Honestly, there's so many things I like to do in my life. Sometimes I just need somebody else that's doing it, bro. Like if there was like bro, if you lived here and you were playing a guitar, I'd be like, fuck it, bro. I'm getting an instrument. Let's make a band, bro. But when I'm by myself, I'm just like, I don't know, bro. I don't know, man. Even Disney princesses get hit. Nah, you wild. You wild. Bruh, I would just be do you know Chalino Sanchez, bro? Or no? If you don't know Chalino Sanchez, you probably should look him up. But damn, you don't know him? I'm gonna have to send you a video about that too. Remind me to send you a video. But basically, he was from Mexico. I say was because he's dead now. Um, and he was like, he got famous for doing like those narco corridos, bro. But like he was really living that life though. Like he actually shot somebody off the stage. He was on stage and he shot someone in the crowd at Coachella, bro. Like that's how hard he went. but he got killed by the cartel in Mexico. And there's a famous video of him where he's singing. Oh yeah, I thought I did. Yeah, he's singing and he gets a note and he takes a hard swallow and he just keeps singing the song and they call it the death note because they said it was a note from the cartel. Like, yeah, you getting whacked after the show. But anyways, he got kind of famous because he couldn't sing. People would just be like, this motherfucker cannot sing, bro. And he got famous, bro. It's like he had his own way of singing. So I think I could do something like that. Where people be like, he can't really sing, but I like his songs though. What's his name? Chalino Sanchez. Chalino Sanchez. Si tu corazón tiene otro amor, tiene otro cariño. Dice no otro amor, porque mi corazón morirá por ti. Nah, man. You know what I think it is, bro? And this is not humility, bro. If I could sing, I would just say I can sing. My mom can really sing, bro. Like, my mom grew up in the church. My aunties, I said aunties, like I don't actually say aunties, but that's my neutral voice right now. My aunties, they grew up in the church singing. And so I heard like real pipes, bro. Like Fantasia, you know? You know when Fantasia be going on them runs like, what's the reason why? But she really be hitting that hoe. I grew up hearing that stuff, bro. So it's like if you grew up playing with Michael Jordan, you like, I actually know that I'm not raw like that. Like, I'm not saying that I'm the worst in the world. I'm just saying I know what good looks like. And so I'm like, nah, bro. Nah, that's not me. That's not me. Yeah, bro, my mom can sing for real. Like, when I was a kid, my mom used to like sing at events and stuff, bro. Like people would be crying in the audience and shit. And you know what's funny, bro? Kind of like you acting about me right now. I'll be like, Mom, like, let's just record one song. Let's go to the studio and record one song. I'm like, man, like it was like the start of the digital age, and I'm like, you could go viral. Like you could go viral. Because my mom's one of those people. I'm trying to think of a song because she used to do this with every song. I do it too because of her. But she'll hear like a rap song and she'll turn it into like a gospel song. And I'll be like, Mom, this goes so hard. Like, go record it. Like, or just record yourself on video singing it. I'm telling you to go viral, but she just don't like recording herself. So, but yeah, I do the same thing. I remember Axel was so mad one time, bro, because I was always singing this song like, no one's laughing at God in the hospital. No one's laughing at God. No one's laughing at God. And the first time she ever heard the real song, she was like, this shit don't sound like nothing like you were singing. She was like, you made it sound like it was like a black person singing it. Because the real song don't got no seasoning on that hoe, bro. She's really just like, no one's laughing at God. No one's laughing at God. But I just extend the notes because I'm black, you know what I'm saying? So, but I be doing that with like every song. I be turning every rap song into like a gospel song. So yeah, my mom used to do that, and I used to be like, yo, we should record this and send this to the actual rapper though, because this would go hard. And then like a lot of times, like it actually became like a little trend for a while where the singer or like the rappers would have like gospel singers, kind of like a choir. Like what's that one Kanye song? Beautiful morning, like that one. And even Twister, remember when Twister had that like, cause I'm hopeful, yes I am, like that was becoming a thing. And I was like, Mom, you been doing this, like you been doing this before they even thought about having choir singers in the background of the rap songs. Like Because if you ever, all right, Coach Carter, if you ever actually, have you ever actually heard the original Twister song? Because Faith Evans is not in that song, bro. It's just him. And that shit trash, bro. Like, he's doing like a light singing. I don't even know how to explain it. Just look up the original Hopeful by Twister, like with no Faith Evans. You're going to be like, oh, yeah, this shit needed Faith Evans on it. Like, there was no one singing it before. It was just being, like, said. And there's a couple songs like that, bro. There's a couple songs where, like, someone got the idea, like, let's bring a singer in for this hook instead of having you do it. And it's like, oh, this song is way better now. Or even just a lot of songs in history, like Girls Just Want to Have Fun. That original song was a dude. And he ain't got nothing, bro. He's just like, girls just wanna have fun. Cause the whole song is like he's trying to settle down and get married, but girls, they playing games. And Cyndi Lauper came in and she turned that shit into a feminist like icon song. But before it was just the dude, and he's just like, girls just wanna have fun. Like it literally sounds like that. And then of course she came in like, when the working day is done, oh girls. And she killed that shit. She turned it into a whole different song. Same thing with Respect. Yeah, the original Girls Just Wanna Have Fun by a dude. Same thing with RESPECT. That was a dude. First song was made by a dude. But that shit was about it was a good song for its time, but it wouldn't fly now. And like I said, that one got turned into a feminist icon song too. But the original song was like, hey, I work all day. I come home. I should get some pussy. That's what it was about. So show me a little bit of respect. Yeah. That was the original joint. All I'm asking is for a little respect. I feel that. Give me a little bit of respect. You feel me? But yeah, Otis Redding. So, there's lots of songs like that, man. Drunk in Love by Beyonce, that was originally by Future. A lot of people don't know that. It's originally by Future. If you YouTube it, I believe the original reference track, I couldn't think of the thing. The reference track still floating out there. But if you listen, you'll be like, oh yeah, I mean, it's good that Beyonce got a hold of it, but I could see how it would have also been a hit for Future too, actually. But it just fit Beyonce better. It's a lot of reference tracks like that out there. Luke Combs' Fast Car. See, the conversation just got good. God damn. Nah, I ain't gonna miss work, bro. I don't be going to bed until like 11:30 or 12, bro. The thing is, I just got stuff to do before I go to sleep. Like, I need to get situated. I need to put my clothes in the dryer. I need to finish some stuff for my clients. So, I'm gonna get off. I'm gonna try to get on again sometime, maybe this week. If not this week, I'm gonna try to do another one on Sunday. But I've been doing every other week just because my life has been hella busy. So, but I'm gonna try to do it early instead of making a little preview for it late. So we'll see. But anyways, appreciate everybody. Catch you later. Peace, Mike. I'll text you that stuff about Uribe if I remember. Well, there was something else too, right? Chalino Sanchez, but you said you already know. So yeah, I'll text you that stuff. Just remind me if I don't, though. Peace.